Put him in there. Gently. We'll deal with him tomorrow.
Delson wasn't wrong. Now, how to find Stanford. An implant. They must have taken that from a corpse. This implant could be useful. I've never seen a machine like that. It's a perfect fit. Let's see how it works. There, I've got an implant, but it's blinking. This is what happens to mortals who step out of line. There's something flashing under their skin. That's not very discreet.
Clearance implant required.
That doesn't work on corpses. I can fix that. They don't know everything about us yet. A closet. Disappointing. They haven't been used for years. A vaccination campaign from 1988. There must have been more traffic here back then. They don't appear to use this area. How strange. This looks like an implant scanner.
Higher clearance required.
Restricted access. Interesting.
Hey! Who are you? You shouldn't be on this floor. Identify yourself immediately, or I'm calling security.
It's entirely normal for me to be here. You have nothing to worry about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little stressed out. Usually the men in suits stay downstairs. But you seem different. In a good way. Not like those Vatican guys, but I shouldn't say anything.
You seem nervous. Is everything all right?
Not really. Ever since those nut jobs took over, they've been acting like they run the place. Without a red implant, you can't do anything around here anymore. And I don't think your colleagues appreciate being kept in the dark. Before they came here and changed everything, it was actually pretty simple.
What do you mean?
Now there are tons more clearance levels. They're really proud of that downstairs. But the truth is, there are tons of errors all the time, and everyone has to update their implants constantly.
Is that why mine doesn't work on the closet?
Is that the first time it's happened to you? Unbelievable!
What do I need to do?
Just like everyone else, we're following procedure.
My question isn't about the protocol, but what you can do to help a colleague in need.
Yeah, I get it. I've got a bunch of green implants in the safe in my office. The code is 423. You can take one, but you have to remember to bring it back.
Can you remind me how it works?
Go to any implant machine. It's really easy. There are instructions if you need them.
Thank you.
Of course.
In 1870, Long Island was a hospital for chronically ill patients. What do they use it for now? A scalpel. Their equipment is in perfect condition.
Where did I put that file?
Here are the implants. Blue implants. I have one already. No red implants. They're reserved for the Society of St. Leopold. Here are the green implants.
There's no more room in the morgue. We had too many losses during the last operation.
Closed. These hallways, they converted a hospital. Let's see what that opens for me. Good. Let's see where this takes me. This base is bigger than I thought. It's not going to be that easy to find Stanford.
Don't move!
Easy there, soldier. I've got to...
On your knees! Hands behind your head!
Lower your weapon and let me through.
On your knees, I said! Now!
He resisted. How? I have important information to pass on. It's urgent.
I have to check. Nobody told me.
Not surprising. I have an implant. Let me identify myself. We've already wasted enough time.
Get in there.
Scan your implant.
Are we all right?
Yeah. Next time, let me know.
That was close. I'll have to be careful. It's much larger than I thought.
What?
Move along.
Damn! Unbelievable. Fucking implants. Yeah, it's me again. I can't get into anything.
Okay, go to the database.
I'm telling you, the database is locked. If I keep it up, I'll block the entire system.
Fawn, we need to collaborate.
Sorry, I don't see what else I can do to help you. I'd ask Stanford himself, but he's not on this floor.
Have you tried the archives?
The archives? You think so? Maybe. I'll take a look. Well, if I could open the door.
An implant database. If it were unlocked, I could locate Stanford. But I would need a red implant to do that. One from the Society of St. Leopold. What do these symbols mean?
Oh, what now? Please, the door won't open. I thought your test was over.
Yeah, but you have to put everything back the way it was, otherwise the security blocks everything. I'll take care of it, but I have to finish this first.
Very practical.
That's why we do our tests in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
If you're in a hurry, you can take a look.
I'll wait.
3 members of the Society of St. Leopold are in charge on this floor. Favarone, Manna, and Gallagher. That's more like it. That changed the number that's displayed.
I'm getting tired. Oh. All that for nothing. There we go. Finally. I hope I find something in the archives. But I doubt I will.
This appears to be from the last century.
Everyone's in a hurry here. Not me.
It looks like a converted military base. Left over from the Cold War, most likely.
Hurry up, Henry. What part of "I need those results" wasn't clear? A child would understand. Why can't you?
That's a lot of blood. What are they doing here?
I'm working here.
red implant. Maybe the one that I need.
The epidermis is already breaking down. I've been working on this for way too long.
There's a red implant. It might be the one I'm looking for. There must be a way to get him out of here. This emblem has been severely burned. The cover of a very old book. Excuse me.
If you're looking for a little light reading, this is not the place.
I'm looking for something a little different.
Can I help you?
The person in charge here, if I needed to talk to him, how would I go about doing it?
It's not easy. In general, Father Joseph doesn't leave the conservation area until he has finished his work. If he's restoring something, it can take a long time. He locks himself in with everything he needs, food and drink, and we don't see him again until he's done.
What happens if there's an emergency?
Look around you and ask yourself, what kind of emergency could there ever be in a museum or library?
So he doesn't come out.
That doesn't mean he can't be reached. He approves every request to borrow a book from the conservation area through a computer system.
So, if I request a book, he'll come and hand-deliver it to me?
No, it's automatic. He'll just approve the request. His work is very important. We do everything we can not to interrupt him. I'd rather you not disturb him.
My job is far more important than dusting off some musty old books. I just need to talk to him, and he's impossible to reach.
There's not much I can do for you. As long as he's working on his book, he won't answer.
What's he working on?
I have no idea. He's working his way through his list. Yesterday, I heard him say that he finished the authors starting with R. He was very happy about it.
I see that we have collected a lot of things.
Yes, and it can be complicated to find your way around. What are you working on?
I'm researching interrogation methods.
I understand. It's not at all my specialty, but I recommend that you look at the works from the Middle Ages. The Spanish Inquisition was particularly effective in extracting confessions from heretics and other things.
Thanks for the advice.
I don't know what they can feel, but I remember reading something about a retractor used on a particularly sensitive part of the body.
I'll be going now.
Borges is gonna kill me if I don't finish.
There's nothing quite like the scent of old paper.
A new face, suddenly overcome by a need for reading material?
I just joined the department.
We've got a few too many newbies around here, if you ask me. At least you're not from the Vatican.
Are they causing trouble?
They're a real secretive club. Information doesn't circulate freely, if you know what I mean. That's pretty much the opposite of my job description.
You work with them every day. You must have gotten to know them pretty well by now.
Other than Father Joseph Manna, I don't see them very often.
Is he the guy in charge here?
Yeah, he's in charge of the Treasury Department. A real fountain of knowledge. He's a very kind person who's got a very interesting take on what we're doing here. Well, I've got a lot of work.
I'll be going now. I need to see you there.
All right.
What? Fine. Very well. I'm coming.
Ah, thus Cain went to Abel.
Excuse me.
My conviction might not be as strong as it used to, but I can still sense your true nature. My stomach is in knots. I'm not wrong, am I?
And you aren't crying out for help?
Should I? We could just have a conversation. Quietly.
Why?
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, to meet a kindred face to face. Who knows? Maybe you'll also learn something from the exchange. I am Father Joseph Manna.
You can call me Caleb.
Caleb? Very well. That's a much better start to our conversation, or an exchange of best practices. I consider myself an interpreter of the great book of your existence, and you are a fascinating subject.
Just what exactly am I to you? A variety of guinea pig?
Have you heard of Raphael Renzi?
I've heard that name somewhere. A Renaissance Inquisitor, if my memory serves me right.
That is correct. I didn't expect you'd know him.
Didn't Renzi have a change of heart?
Yes. He came to believe that vampires were creatures of God, and as such, they deserved salvation. He was burned for his belief.
That's the Inquisition's solution to everything.
But Renzi's ideas were handed down over the centuries. The church may have issued the Florentine decree, but the questions he raised at the time still have gone unanswered.
An inquisitor with remorse?
Something like that.
You might be exactly what I'm looking for here. We could work together, but you're siding with the barbarians. A scholar like you has no place here.
You're mistaken about us. Our common interest is to understand you.
Then you must be blind.
What makes you say that?
Don't take me for a fool. I've seen what your colleague does here. She dissects us like animals. Your definition of understanding baffles me.
Indeed, my colleagues don't all share my point of view. Admit that we can't just stand by and do nothing. Vampires are a threat. Why should I help you?
Humans are also a threat. You pollute like swarms of locusts, destroying everything on the planet. Like all predators, we have a role to play in the food chain.
Just as the serpent spoke to Eve, hiding his treachery in a veil of lies? Your argument is bold, but unfounded, I'm afraid. You must understand my hesitation. If you were in my shoes, would you trust yourself? You're not a sheep. That's obvious. But that doesn't mean you'd help your enemies.
It doesn't matter what I think. I do what must be done. Especially when the stakes concern more than just my person.
Do you think I'm acting selfishly?
That's not for me to judge.
It seems so simple when you say it. But if evil is among us, it will be difficult to defeat. Like the snake in the Garden of Eden.
So, I'll cut off its head.
You mean to kill Monsignor Stanford? You're mad. That's not the solution.
Stanford is far from innocent. He defiles your beliefs.
It's true that we are often in disagreement.
Then it's time to take action.
You're right. I've been blinded for far too long. I don't know where Stanford is, but you can locate him. Chiara Favarone, in the clinic. She's the only person who has access to that on the main computer.
Very well, then.
But please, no unnecessary violence. Leave, now, before someone finds us together.
Not so fast. I'm counting on your discretion.
And I am counting on yours.
He won't betray me. And who knows, maybe I'll run into him again.